Do you ever feel like the concept of power is elusive, something reserved for a select few? Well, we're here to tell you that it's not. Power is not just about domination or control, it's about understanding human behavior and leveraging it for positive change. Today, we're going to unravel the secrets of personal power, drawing inspiration from Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power. But instead of manipulation, we're focusing on empowerment. So buckle up. Get ready to transform your understanding of power in the next 30 minutes. Law 1. Never outshine the master. It's not about suppressing your talents, but strategically elevating others. This law is not a call to dim your light or hide your capabilities. Instead, it's a lesson in the art of subtlety, the understanding of power dynamics, and the mastery of strategic positioning. Imagine a game of chess. Each piece has its unique abilities and movements. The pawns, though they seem insignificant, can become queens if they reach the other side of the board. Similarly, you might be a pawn in the grand scheme of things, but with the right moves, you can become a queen. The key is not to outshine the king, your master, too early. Consider this. Whenever you outshine your master, you're essentially challenging their authority, making them feel insecure. To illustrate this, let's consider a real-life example. A talented employee who consistently outperforms their boss. This employee may think they are proving their worth, but to their superior, they may appear more as a threat than an asset. This could lead to a hostile work environment, a decrease in opportunities, advancement, or even termination. And when people feel insecure, they react, often defensively. This is not a favorable position to be in if you're aiming for long-term success and influence. Instead, it's about understanding the power dynamics at play and using them to your advantage. It's about making your master shine, becoming their secret weapon, their trusted confidant. By doing so, you're not challenging their authority, but reinforcing it. Moreover, by making your master shine, you gain their trust and favor. They start to see you as an asset, not a threat. This positions you for future success. They become more likely to mentor you, share their knowledge with you, and give you more responsibilities and opportunities. In essence, this law teaches us the importance of strategic positioning over momentary glory. It's about playing the long game, thinking several steps, and making moves that will set you up for success in the future. So, it's worth asking yourself, am I trying to outshine my master to boost my ego momentarily? Or am I strategically positioning myself for long-term ascension? Remember, power is not just about shining brighter than others. It's about shining in the right place at the right time and with the right people. Are you boosting your ego temporarily, or are you strategically ascending? Now let's explore the second law. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Friendship is a beautiful thing, a bond that we all cherish. But in the realm of power, it can be a double-edged sword. Let's take an example from the real world to illustrate this point. Suppose two friends who've known each other since childhood decide to start a business together. Their trust in each other is deep and unshakable, or so they think. However, as their business starts to grow, one of them starts to make decisions without consulting the other. Their shared dreams of building a successful enterprise together gradually morph into a power game where one friend begins to leverage the other's trust to their advantage. This is a classic illustration of how the dynamics of power can subtly and warning shift even in the most intimate relationships. It doesn't mean we should distrust our friends, but rather we need to be aware that power can sometimes cloud our judgment. It's not about the friendship that's the potential problem. It's about the limitless amount of trust we afford to our friends, especially in matters of power and influence. This can become a liability, inadvertently causing us to give away our power. The key is to strike a balance. Be open, be genuine, but also a little guarded. This isn't about deception or manipulation, it's about safeguarding our personal power. Remember, power and friendship can a volatile mix. Instead, build strategic alliances based on mutual respect and shared goals. These are not traditional friendships, but alliances where both parties understand the dynamics at play and are willing to navigate them together for mutual benefit. So, remember, choose your alliances wisely. Don't blindly trust, but strategically build relationships for mutual growth. This way, you're not only protecting your personal power, but also nurturing stronger, more resilient relationships. Law 3, conceal your intentions. In the power play, unveiling your cards too soon can lead to a downfall. Intriguing, isn't it? Although honesty and openness are virtues, in the dominion of personal power, they sometimes turn the tables against us. Let's paint a picture here. Imagine you're playing a strategic board game or even a game of poker. If you reveal your hand too soon, your competitors can predict and counter your moves, leading you to a losing path. But if you keep your cards close to you maintain an element of surprise and gain an advantage. This principle applies to real-life scenarios too. When you're negotiating a deal, for instance, revealing your bottom line too early can your bargaining position. Or consider a job interview. Letting the interviewer know how desperate you are for the job could undermine your negotiating power over the salary. Now, this doesn't imply that you have to be dishonest or deceptive. It's more about maintaining a touch of mystery and unpredictability. It's about letting your actions speak louder than words. It's about discerning when to share and when withhold. Remember, the goal is not to manipulate, but to navigate. It's about understanding the dynamics of interaction and using this knowledge to steer situations to your advantage. To unleash your power, you need to master the art of strategic concealment. Here's a tip. Instead, declaring your intentions openly, convey them indirectly. Let actions, your achievements, speak for your intentions. This way, you create an aura of intrigue and keep people guessing, keeping you in driver's seat. So the next time you hold a piece of valuable information, stop, evaluate the situation. Ponder over the potential outcomes of revealing your intentions. If you think it might weaken your position, hold your cards a little closer to your chest. And as journey ahead, bear this in mind. Power isn't about domination or deception. It's understanding the dynamics of human interaction and using this understanding to bring about positive change. Keep your cards close to your chest. Let your actions echo louder than your words. Law 4, always say less than necessary. Power lies in restraint and careful selection of words. Let's take the example of a politician. A politician who speaks less but says meaningful things can have more impact than one who talks a lot but says little of substance. Their words carry weight and resonate with the people because they have been chosen carefully and used sparingly. They have understood the profound impact of their words and used them wisely. They realize that human communication is a complex dance, one where every word, every pause, every nuance carries weight. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it, and even more importantly, what you don't say. Silence, you see, is not empty. It's a canvas on which others paint their thoughts, fears, and desires. When you hold your tongue, you allow others to reveal more about themselves. Another example could be a negotiation scenario. Rather than spilling all your cards in excitement, revealing your eagerness and fallback options, imagine being composed. By speaking less, you listen more, letting the other party reveal their position, their flexibility, their weaknesses. You've then shifted the power balance in your favor. This isn't about manipulation or deception. It's about understanding that your words have power, that they can inspire or intimidate, heal or hurt. And with this power comes responsibility. It's about knowing when to speak, what to say, and when to simply listen. It's about using this understanding to navigate the complex world of human interaction, not for manipulation, but for mutual growth and understanding. Your words are your wand. Use them to create magic, not mayhem. Remember that sometimes silence is the most powerful statement. It's not about withholding information or playing mind games. It's about understanding the of words, the power of silence, and the power of balance. As we've delved into these principles, bear in mind that power isn't about manipulation, but about self-empowerment and positive influence. It's about comprehending the dynamics of human behavior and harnessing that knowledge to make a positive impact. Take the case of a CEO of a growing tech company. By observing the law of never outshining the master, he was able to step back, allowing his employees to take the limelight at a product launch. This not only boosted their confidence, but also strengthened the team's spirit. Power is a tool for control or dominance, but a vehicle for fostering growth, both personal and communal. We've journeyed through the laws from never outshining the master, where we learn to navigate the delicate balance between showcasing our talents and uplifting others, to never put too much trust in friends, which taught us about the nuances of balancing trust and strategic alliances. Imagine a politician who relied heavily on her friends for support. By implementing this law, she was able to discern who truly had her best interests at heart, thereby avoiding potential pitfalls. We then transitioned to concealing your intentions, where we learned the importance of strategic silence. Consider a negotiator in a high-stakes business deal. By keeping his cards close to his chest, he was able to maintain a position of strength and ultimately secure a favorable agreement. Lastly, we explored always say less than necessary, which emphasized the power of restraint and thoughtful communication. Reflect on a school principal during a crisis who, by choosing her words carefully, prevented panic and led her school community with calm and assurance. These laws are not merely abstract concepts, but practical tools for personal development, tools that can aid us in becoming better leaders, better friends, and better people. They prompt us not to dominate others, but to empower ourselves. So let's internalize these lessons. Let's utilize these laws not to manipulate, but to grow, to learn, and to inspire. Let's deploy them to unlock our personal power, to become the finest versions of ourselves, and to leave a positive mark on the world around us. Navigate these laws wisely and you'll unleash your latent power. Remember, power isn't something you acquire, it's a force you unleash from within.